Hello, dear students. Today we are going to continue our talk about reading. Open your books at page 58, exercise 1. Look at the picture and the title. Who is Kızılcık? What do you know about the story of Kızılcık? Now let's get acquainted with new words. Listen to them and write down new vocabularies.
Ask for somebody's hand in marriage. Attack. Beloved. Bravely. Capture. Cliff. Comfort. Desire. Disappear. Effort. Enemy. Gift. Ground. Hatred. Heartbroken. Intelligence. Leap out. Reach out. Strong-willed. Wicked.
Exercise 2. How are these names related to Kızılcık?
Tolyagan is the man Kızılcık falls in love with. Bekejan is the leader of Kızılcık's tribe. Bazarbay is Tolyagan's father.
Now let's listen and read to find out.
Kızılcık. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful woman called Kızılcık. She was famous all over the world for both her beauty and her intelligence. Great kings and princes came to ask for her hand in marriage, but Kızılcık decided that she would only marry the man she truly fell in love with. Despite all their efforts and expensive gifts, none of them could capture her heart. Far away across the steppe, there lived a handsome young man called Tolyagan. After hearing the songs of Kızılcık's beauty, he had a strong desire to meet her. When his father, the wealthy Bazarbay, found out about Tolyagan's plan, he was very angry, because Tolyagan's family and Kızılcık's family were great enemies. Besides, it was the tradition in those days that the father chose his son's bride for him. However, Tolyagan was strong-willed and wouldn't listen to his father. The next day, he got on his horse and rode off to find Kızılcık. After riding for days, he arrived at her yurt, where he saw the beautiful Kızılcık, and they fell in love straight away. They promised each other that they would get married, despite the hatred between their families. The wicked Bekezan, who was the leader of Kızılcık's tribe, was furious when he heard the news. He did not want her to marry Tolyagan. "This man is the son of Bazarbay, one of our great enemies. I cannot allow Kızılcık to marry him," he said. Full of hatred, Bekezan made a plan to kill Tolyagan secretly. While the young man was travelling to meet his beloved, Bekezan and his friends leapt out and attacked him. Tolyagan fought bravely, but there were too many of them. After a long fight, the evil Bekezan and his friends finally killed him. The young man's last words as he died were Kızılcık. At that very moment, Kızılcık had a terrible dream. In her dream, she was with Tolyagan, but when she reached out to him, he disappeared. She woke up with her heart full of fear and ran quickly to her friends. She told them about her dream, and they comforted her. "Don't worry about it. It's just a silly dream," they said. Then Bekezan arrived with the news of Tolyagan's death. When he told Kızılcık, she fell to the ground in horror. Her friends tried to calm the young woman, but she wouldn't listen to them. Her awful dream had come true, and her beloved Tolyagan was dead. The heartbroken Kızılcık left her yurt and walked alone across the steppe until she came to a high cliff. Unable to imagine living without Tolyagan, the young woman jumped off the cliff to her death.
In exercise 3, You are to read the extract and choose the correct answer. Why did Kizhebek not marry the man who came to ask for her hand? It's B. She wasn't in love with any of them. Let's read in the text. Great kings and princes came to ask for her hand in marriage, but Kizhebek decided that she would only marry the man she truly fell in love with. Despite all their efforts and expensive gifts, none of them could capture her heart. Number 2. Why didn't Bazarbai want Tolegen to marry Kizhebek? It's A. Because their families were great enemies. According to the text, he was very angry because Tolegen's family and Kizhebek's family were great enemies. Number 3. Which of the following is true about Bikijan? C. He was the leader of the tribe. It is said in the text, the weak Bikijan, who was the leader of Kizhebek's tribe, was furious when he heard of the news. And the last, what happens in the end? A. Kizhebek kills herself. At the end of the text, it is said the young woman jumped off the cliff to her death. Now let's find examples of direct speech in the text. Let's read them. This man is the son of Bazarbai, one of our great enemies. I cannot allow Kizhebek to marry him, he said. Don't worry about it. It's just a silly dream, they said. Now you are to answer which reporting verbs are used with these sentences, say or tell. You see that both of them are say. And your task is exercise 4. You are to complete the graphic organizer below with the adjectives the writer uses in the story to describe the characters. For example, Kizhebek is intelligent, beautiful, and famous. You are to finish this exercise yourselves.